Hey, Tammy.
Hi Ray, today's discussion is very interesting.
Oh, really? What's the topic?
Well, today we're going to discuss hottest e-commerce shopping events in the Philippines. This would really help those entrepreneurs to prepare and get ready to sell their products.
That's cool. Does it mean having items on sale?
Yeah, that's right, Ray. People usually are waiting for the sale day before they buy the things that they usually want. Unless it's urgent and they need it soon, of course, they wouldn't wait for the sale day.
So, is there a particular day or schedule of sale day for the whole year?
Yes, there is. It's so simple and easy to remember. Like online e-commerce platforms usually are throwing sales items on the same month and day. Well, for example, it's January 1. Then they call it 1.1. Or for example, on February 2, they call it 2.2 sale day. And the list goes on. It's really easy to remember the day every month.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think e-commerce in the Philippines is not as mature as compared to the other developed countries, but
Mhm.
it has a very big potential and it will grow big in the next couple of years.
Yes, I agree with you. As you know, the population here is big, and so 71% of the population are internet users. Well, later I will discuss more about the hottest e commerce shopping events in the Philippines and what types of promotion they can offer.
Great. Excellent. It's exciting to learn more about the Philippines' hottest e-commerce shopping events.
I know. But first, I want to introduce first the top online shopping platform here, which I already mentioned in our podcast with the title Philippine Top Trading Products. And I'd like to mention it again here. So the first one would be the Lazada, then Zalora, and then Shopee. But I guess there are also these websites in other Southeast countries.
Yes, there are also these websites in other countries, but not sure if this one is their top website for e-commerce platforms.
So actually, these top three e-commerce websites here in the Philippines have the same sale day. Well, most of the time. And to add to that, during the pandemic here in the Philippines, Facebook and Instagram are also used in doing business. Well, entrepreneurs would usually run ads or boost their ads to gain more audience attention and followers.
Yes, that's normal for companies who have a Facebook page or Instagram page. And for the business account to run ads, there are a lot of people in the world who are internet users, and people spend more time on the internet.
Yes, as long as you are targeting your right audience, then you are on the road to success. It's not actually easy to just run ads or boost ads. You really have to learn how to target your audience. Well, I'm planning to talk about this in our future podcast because this topic is really interesting.
For sure, a lot of audience will learn, especially those who are wondering why they run ads and still don't get enough audience because it's not something easy.
That's correct, Ray. This is something you have to learn.
I agree with you. This is something you cannot learn overnight. But first, can you tell us why people should consider selling in the Philippines or opening an online store in the Philippines?
That's a good question. Entrepreneurs are looking for places to sell their products. And the first question that pop up to their mind is, which country is the place to sell their products?
Yes, maybe the second to that is what products is the best to sell. And we have already discussed that in our previous podcast. So now we are going to focus on why choose Philippines. And of course, our topic for today is hottest e-commerce shopping event in the Philippines.
Yes, Ray. Well, why do entrepreneurs consider selling here? It's simple. You may be surprised to know that among all the people in the world, Filipinos are actually some of the biggest spenders when it comes to digital retail. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe the reason is that a lot of people have access to the internet now and they're hooked on the screens for so long each day.
Yeah, and Filipinos have the habits of buying from physical to digital shops. So that could be a new world of possibilities for anyone who wants to sell online.
Exactly, I agree with you.
Also, you have to plan where to sell online, like which online platform are you going to use for selling your products. And there are a lot of choices you can use, like the Lazada, Zalora, Shopee, or Carousel. There are the famous online platforms here in the Philippines.
Right. I'm familiar with the others, and we also have a podcast discussion about Lazada. So they
Mhm.
can also consider that one. However, you only have to choose which country you prefer to sell, because once you sell your products, for example, in the Lazada Philippines, it
Mhm.
means you can only sell in that particular country.
Yes, we are not a Lazada expert here, but just giving our listeners options on where to sell their products. They can research more about this maybe through their website.
That's correct. So now you have already mentioned on which platform to use in selling. What are the things they need to consider when choosing the online platform?
Well, that's a good question. If you are from overseas and eyeing on selling in the Philippines, best to check if the online website accepts an overseas bank to receive payment. If not, then it might be an additional expense for you to open a local bank.
Of course, everyone doesn't want an additional cost to their business, but payment methods are really important too. Like, do they accept PayPal, something like that?
Mhm. Correct. Not all shopping platforms here have the PayPal payment method. So they really need to also check that one. Also, if they are willing to open a bank account locally, well, that's great too.
Okay. After you have chosen the online platform, then how do you sell your products?
Well, after that, then to attract customers, maybe you can make a voucher like um 50% off to first time purchases or 10% off when a minimum of 2,000 pesos purchase. That's a marketing strategy is very important as Filipinos are very, very fond of discounted products.
Okay. Marketing strategy is also very important when you are doing other businesses. You also need to attract buyers with different styles.
Yes, that is why I'm going to discuss now the hottest e-commerce shopping events here in the Philippines.
Okay, I'm excited to hear that.
Me too. I'm so excited to share this to everyone. So, like I mentioned earlier, there are promotions every month, which is very popular here in the Philippines. Every month, there are sales that people are waiting for. Like this month, it was the 8.8 bounce back sale. 8.8 means August 8th. And the next month will be the 9.9 or the September 9.
Whoa, that's easy to remember. Like last month, did you have the 7.7 sale?
Yes, it runs the whole year. It actually started last year, the 11.11, which is November 11. I think they got it from China, like the 11.11 means single day. Anyway, so every month people are waiting for that day of the month. So each month they have that.
Yeah, that's great. Now people are looking forward to those days for the month where they can finally buy cheaper items than the original price.
Yes, but of course, you also have to check those items on sale because every month discounted items are not the same. Well, other than that, we have another one. We call it payday sale.
Payday sale?
Yeah.
I I kind of heard of that too. That would always be a nice marketing strategy, but how does it work in the Philippines?
Okay. Well, to give you a little detail, here in the Philippines, there are two paydays each month. Well, people get their salary every 15th and 13th of the month. So if you are earning, like, example, 20,000 pesos every month, you get half of it on the 15th and another half on 30th. So for the payday sale, it usually falls on 15 and 30 of the month. They do this because entrepreneurs know that people have their money on those days.
That's a great idea, marketing strategy again. Well, knowing that 70% of the people in the Philippines are online shoppers, so maybe this is why they come up with this idea.
Yes, and to add to that, besides the reason that people have cash in their pocket, they would really prefer to buy at a discounted price. Well, me, I personally think that to get more buyers or customers, you can also think of other strategies to attract them. Not necessarily should be discounted items.
I think so. It can be like free shipping or free returns, buy more, save more, products giveaway, or loyalty points. These are the example for the promotion that you can use.
Oh yeah, that's a nice promotion too, like the free shipping idea. Especially if it's coming from overseas, then I could save from the free shipping big time.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, these are the hottest shopping e-commerce events that startup companies should watch for.
Well, of course, besides the Christmas sale or some holiday sale, what you share with us about Philippine shopping e-commerce events are a good details for those entrepreneurs who would like to enter the Philippine e-commerce world.
Yes, so that's it. I hope our listeners got ideas with the topic.
Yeah, thanks, Tammy, for sharing this with us.
Thanks, Ray, for today's discussion. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.